Welcome to episode number 2 of Success, Yes or Yes. In this chapter, we're gonna talk about ADHD, the interview of Peter Shankman, replacing have to with get to. Okay? From success.com. Success.com is the magazine and online presence of the same magazine with a lot of tips on success. And this is about success and ADHD, which are two things that I am very interested in because one, I have ADHD. Two, I want to have more and more success. Yeah? So there. If you want to learn about something, if you want to get somewhere, what's a good method that many people use in the past and it's successful? You look at someone, you start stalking someone who is already where you want to be, yeah, and you start mimicking, you start imitating, you start studying each step he took and he takes in his life, and you start doing it too, because you know what? If you do the same things that successful people do, you're also gonna be successful. Does that make sense or not? Do I have a point or not? I hope you agree. And share with me your takeaways. Share with me your experiences in the past. Yeah, I hope they're positive. Yeah. Okay. So for ADHDers, yeah, according to Peter Shankman, replacing have to with get to, and I totally agree. Actually, yeah. The title to start with, replacing have to with get to. If you say, I have to do exercise, I have to save money, I have to study my exam, you are already putting a negative connotation inside there. Do you see it? Because you have to. It's an obligation. It's not something you want to do. Do you see? It's very it's negative. It's working against you. You have to do and think and speak in a way that works in your favor. Yes or yes, okay? So instead of saying, I have to go to the gym, I have to go to study my exam, I have to save money, I have to invest, you replace have to for get to. Okay? Like, wow, I get to go to the gym and exercise. Wow, I get to study and learn my new things that are very interesting, which I have an exam tomorrow for. Yeah? I get to invest every month. I get to save money every month. Yeah? How different is that? How different is get to from I have to? I have to is negative. I get to is positive and exciting. Yeah? Because you get to. It's your opportunity to do it. Okay? So there. For ADHDers, exercise. Exercise first thing. First thing of the day to exercise. So important. This is important for ADHD and this is important for everyone. Yeah? But why is it more important, even more important for ADHD? Because when you exercise the first thing in the morning, you already release thanks to exercise a lot of dopamine. Okay, and that's what we're addicted to. The ADHDers are very heavily addicted to dopamine, which is a natural drug inside your brain that you get through several ways. One, doing exercise, eating sugar. So there's several, having sex. Yeah, these are the ways you get your shot of dopamine naturally inside your brain. So first thing in the morning, if you do the exercise, it will help you. It will calm your mind. You won't be so all over the place. This applies to ADHDers and to normal people also. Yeah, it's also positive for normal people. You'll feel better, your body will feel better, you're gonna be happier, you're gonna be more successful. And that's what this podcast is about. Success, yes or yes. By Kuya Manzano. Who's that guy? What a weirdo. Why do a podcast about success? Yes or yes? Well, because I want to be successful. Well, because I want you to be successful. Well, because I'm helping the Philippines be successful. Well, because I want the whole world to be successful. And this is my 2 cents. Yeah? These are my 2 cents for you. There. Stick about timer. Yeah? Wow. Set a timer to pull you out of the rabbit hole. Okay, I'll explain this. Thank you for becoming a fan, by the way, in Serachoy. If you like this podcast, if you like my lives, if you like my Facebook, follow me. I'm all over social media as Kuya Manzano. And this podcast has a total new social media in SoundCloud, Stitcher, and TuneIn.com. Yeah, it's called Success Yes or Yes by Kuya Manzano. Thank you for 3,000 hearts. All right, haha, I can sing more than words. All right, you don't like my words? What's happening? I'm gonna finish this podcast and then I'll sing. Okay, we'll finish this podcast. We'll go half an hour with each podcast. This is the second one, and then I'll sing a little for you, my begoer friends. There you go. Okay, what do we have? Stick about the timer. Okay, so there's this technique called the Pomodoro technique. You know, you measure yourself. You put a timer, tick tick tick, 25 minutes, and you work straightforward with only one task. No multitasking. Multitasking is bullshit. It's been proven. Okay, you think you can multitask, but you know what you're doing? Same with your computer. You know what they do instead of multitask? They dedicate one time of the processor for each task, and they divide a little to each task. Same with your mind. When you're trying to do 10 things at the same time, instead of being full, you're dedicating a little of your brain and attention and time to each thing. So at the end, everything's fractioned and you won't achieve so much, actually. Yeah? So to focus, which is something that ADHD people have a problem with, and many people out there, especially young people that are very distracted, too much internet, too much video games, okay? So this timer, you get 25 minutes and you can only work in one task. In one task during the 25 minutes. And you cannot go around and you cannot wash the dishes and you cannot do pee, anything, okay? You have 25 minutes, you stick to that task until you are done with the 25 minutes. And you work on it, taka, 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 taka. When the 25 minutes finish, you have 5-minute breaks. Okay? 5-minute break. And then you work in another group of 25 minutes. And then you have another 5-minute breaks. Okay? This happens 4 times. 4 times. 4 groups of 25 minutes with 5-minute break each. That's half an hour, right? So you work straight for 2 hours, but not straight because you have 3 breaks in the middle, yeah? 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And after the 4 groups of 25 minutes, you take a longer break. It can be your lunch break, it can be a half an hour break, a 15-minute break, whatever you need, okay? You take a longer break because then you're gonna go back to the 25, 25, 25, 25, yeah? Alright, you know what to do? Tell me about it. So, for the 25, that's called the Pomodoro technique. It's like a kitchen timer. Taka, 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 and when the 25-minute finishes, you stop. I recommend, don't work in the same task more than 2 25-minute groups. Okay? Because what happens when you keep on working in the same task more than 25-minute groups, the mind starts wandering because you start getting bored. It happens very easily for an ADHDer, but it can happen to other people as well. Okay, so every 1 or 2 tasks you change, every 1 or 2 chunks of 25 minutes you change the topic, you change the task, you do another thing. Then you can program and go back to the previous thing. Okay, gotta be strict. Is that daily time speed? It's to speed up your productivity. These are productivity tricks. Alright. Go for a walk instead of going for drinks. Yeah? I used to walk so much more and actually I do it, but I used to walk for hours and hours and hours with my friends, just talking about life. I know many people don't like walking, especially in the Philippines. People are scared of the sun, of the pollution, and of the sidewalks, which are unwalkable in the Philippines. But you gotta do the effort, okay? You have to find your way and go. Instead of meeting your friend for drinks, which is an unhealthy thing, you go and walk with your friend and make chica chica. Yeah? Especially if you go to a club with a friend, you cannot hear each other. So what a waste, yeah? You cannot talk. The important thing is to talk, to communicate, to share with your friend. If you go to a noisy place, you cannot talk. And if you're sitting down, hello, sitting is the new smoking. Did you hear that before? Sitting is the new smoking. So get your puwet out of the chair minsan and go for a walk, yeah? Not go and sit in a restaurant. Just go and walk, talk to your friend, save money, save pollution, alright? And have some exercise on the way, because exercise is always helping you. It helps your mind, it helps your body, yeah? And you're making the other person do exercise. How about that, yeah? If you make the other person do exercise also, you're benefiting the other person. See how beautiful? You help yourself, you help others. You help others, you help yourself. Is that beautiful or what? It's beautiful. Shit, I want to even cry right now. Alright, there. Instead of spending time complaining, just get to action. Bravo! I love this, Peter Shankman. Wow. People love complaining. Yeah? When I hear someone complain too much, you know what I do? I run away, because that's contagious, okay? Less talking, more doing. Less complaining, more action, yeah? What are you gonna solve? Complaining. What can you do? Be proactive, yeah? Action more than words. Yes. Actions speak louder than words 100 times. I totally agree. Yep. People talk and talk and talk, but then they do nothing. Come on. Don't talk to me. Just do. A dog that barks, always barking, is not a dog that bites. That's what we say in Spain. I don't know if you have that in English. A dog who barks is not a dog who bites. We say that in Spain a lot, yeah? Active, move your puwet, yeah? Alright. It's not the lack of time. The problem is not the lack of time. It's the lack of desire. It's the lack of motivation, okay? Because people, it happens a lot, no? We look for excuses in our mind, so we're a failure. Because we don't want to feel like a failure, so we look for excuses outside. Like, I didn't have enough time, I had so many things to do that I didn't have time. You didn't have time you didn't look for time to be successful in life. You didn't look for time to study that extra ability you need. Yeah? To achieve. Yes, to achieve. It's a lack of desire, because motivation, you can say, my son has no motivation to study. My son has no motivation. He lacks motivation. He has a hard time getting motivation. That's why he doesn't study. How about when your son gets the computer and he plays in the Xbox and he plays video games? He has motivation. He has a lot of motivation, but it's only for the things he's interested in. Okay? So your trick is, for you or for your son or for your friend, how to make that person interested in those things, or how to just do things you're really interested in. This is kind of a deep thought, no? Because if you do things you're really interested in, you can work on it 6 hours, 10 hours, all straight, right? If you're interested in. If you're not interested, of course you're not good at your work. Of course you're a failure at tennis. Of course you're a failure at whatever you're not really interested in, because they're forcing you. Yeah? Yay! Motivation Nation! Welcome to Success, Yes or Yes, by Kuya Manzano, the weirdo in front of you. There. So, I make you a question, no? It's where do you want to be at the end of the day? When you go to sleep at night every day, where are you in the place you would like to be? Or tomorrow? Okay? You're gonna sleep tonight. Tomorrow, when you go to sleep tomorrow, are you in the place you want to be? Did you make progress towards the place you want to be? Of course, first you need to know, where do you want to be? Where do you want to be? You need to know. If you want to go to Paris, you need a map, yeah? You need to know where Paris is, number one. First, you need to know you want to go to Paris. Number two, you need to know where Paris is. Number three, you need to know what's the distance, what's the route, what are the different options to get there, how much it's gonna cost, yeah? So you can do a plan and start saving time and money to go there. Because if not, it will never happen, yeah? So, where do you want to be at the end of the day? Ting! Question, yeah? Question so we can ask ourselves, where do you want to be? Where do I want to be personally? Me, personally, I want to be richer, sexier, and more popular. So, for those things, I do things that give me money. I do exercise, and I do social media, right? Like I'm doing right now, yeah? Because everything builds up. Success is not a lottery. Success is not one day you wake up and you're successful, right? Success is a building brick by brick until you put up the wall. One day it's built and you didn't realize it, yeah? Be professional for what I do, says Inserachoy. All right. And what do you do? What do you do? Of course, that's great. That's great. Be professional with what you do. Yep. If you're good, happy client will come back to you the whole time, yeah? Okay. If you can't change the people around you, change the people around you. Wait, I'm going to repeat that. If you cannot change the people around you, change the people around you. Do you get that? If you cannot change your friends, if you cannot change your titas, if you cannot change your environment, and it's a negative environment, it's an environment of drinkers, it's an environment of losers, it's an environment of people who are always broke, people who are always negative. If you cannot change them, because normally it's hard to change someone, and it's not even fair, people need to change by themselves. So if you cannot change the people around you, change the people around you, okay? Correct. You cannot change them if they don't want to change themselves. So if you cannot change them, what do? You change your circle. You move to another circle. You move to new friends. You move slowly. I know you're not gonna find new friends in one day, but maybe you find one friend, okay? Everything starts somewhere. You gotta move and look for new friends, look for a new job, look for more interesting members of your family who are into positiveness, who are into getting richer, who are into getting smarter, into learning more, yeah? Because guess what? Success is contagious, yeah? So, if you can't change the people around you, which is probable, you cannot change them, you change your circle. You change the people around you, yeah? You palit them. That's what we say in Tagalog. Sabi ni Inserachoy, in myself, in my zone, maybe I help them for the positive thinking. Good. Be a positive influence in your circle. Yep. Super positive. That's good. I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to be a positive influence among the people that I have around and online, and some people pick it up, yeah. So I'm happy about that, really. And for myself, when I don't like the people that are around me, I change the people around me. I move. I go to somewhere where people are nice, are positive, are gonna be a good influence to me, yeah? And I can learn from them, and I can help them at the same time, yeah? There. It makes sense, and it's beautiful. If you can change the people around you, change the people around you. There. It's my pleasure, Insera Choi. By the way, I see you're from Plaridel. I went to Pampanga 2 days ago. I was there in Angeles. I passed by Plaridel. I just followed you, by the way. Thank you for that. Okay. I gotta go forward because I fall in the rabbit hole. I get excited here. Yeah? Okay. If you can't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. What a truth. What a truth. Okay? Number one commandment of Raelians. That's my philosophy. That's my life movement, my life system. I'm a Raelian. Number one commandment of Raelians. Love yourself. Love yourself. If you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. Does that make sense? Have you traveled in a plane? The oxygen mask falls, right? And what are the instructions there? First, you put it on yourself, and when you're safe, you put it on your baby. Yeah? Because if you put it first on your baby, and you die because of that, who's gonna take care of your baby? Does that make sense? First, save yourself, and then save others. If you save yourself, you have strength. If you're a happy person, you can give happiness. If you're a rich person, you can help others be rich. Okay? But if not, you cannot. Yeah? If you're sick, if you're a nega person, you cannot do those things. Even if you think you can. First, help yourself and then help others. What happened there? Okay. Okay, well, I don't know what happened actually with the live. My internet connection is not working very well. It's lagging. What can we do? All right, let's continue. Let's finish this, huh? Deadlines are so important or it doesn't happen. Bravo, beautiful. If we don't have deadlines, things don't happen. That's so important for us ADHDers. Thank you, Peter Shankman, for this. If we don't have a deadline, it's not gonna happen. Yep. That's one of my takeaways from your article, from your interview. Yep. Rituals succeed. What can we automate? So energy can focus on important stuff. Rituals succeed. These are my notes. Okay. Rituals succeed. Rituals help us automate stuff so we don't have to think and spend time and energy on them because we do it automatically. Then our brain can focus on things that will move our goals further. Yeah, that we can do more with our lives. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'm trying to connect the Bigo again, but seems the connection is not good. We're out of connection. What can we do? When you go to bed, you feel good if you did all you could. That makes a lot of sense. When you go to bed and you accomplished everything you had to do in the day, you feel good. It's the sense, the feeling of accomplishment. Yep, super true. I love it. What else do we have? If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. Wow! If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. As simple as that. Dude, you don't like it? Stop complaining, stop doing something about it. You are not a tree. You are a human that can change his destiny. Yeah? We are the owners of our destiny. Do it. Get rid of too many choices for clothes, for example. That will help a lot for ADHDers. Too many options distracts us and makes us lose time and focus and energy, and it that's success. Yeah, that translates in lack of success. So less choices, easier life, faster life, more effective. You are your own long-term project. Beautiful. You are your own long-term project. I am my own long-term project. I can do this. This is episode 2 of Success Yes or Yes. If you like what you're listening, if you think subscribe, if you think this can help others, share it please. You can subscribe in SoundCloud, in tunein.com, and in Stitcher so far. Yeah, Success Yes or Yes podcast by Kuya Manzano. And I'm Kuya Manzano in every social network. You can follow there for, aside from this podcast, for other matters like my artistic life, my actor and businessman life, singer, and as a good ADHDer, all around person. Alright, thank you. It was a pleasure. See you soon in next podcast.